DS up. Okay, we're live. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Go live. Turn it on. Edit. Game Farming Simulator 22. Yeah. Playlist. Farming Simulator 22. Yeah. Done. Well, let's get our tagarinos up in here. FS22 tags. Copy. And pastorino. And saverino. Nice. Nice. Alright. Alright. What's up, Cody? How are you, man? First in chat. Look at you. You get the first prize of me saying, good evening to you. There you go. That's your prize for these. Alright, so we gotta start off with a little bit of maintenance here. We gotta go ahead and... I didn't know we didn't have mineral feed in our food maker there, so we haven't been making food. So we gotta go load that up real quick. There. What's up, boy? How are you? First time in a while. Yeah, it's usually like Tony or Chad, who's usually like first on the scene. What year is the truck you're using? I'll say it's a 2016. Yeah, 2016. I might have bought a little bit too much. We'll see. Tired, got tackled really bad today. My football game, I tore my ACL and broke my funny bone. That sucks. Why are you still playing football? Isn't it over? Yeah, I thought they had the championship game last weekend. Here. Like the state champions. Got me in. Couple nice peats on ATS and run the Outcast Farms logo on. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I should probably figure out if I could put the Outcast Trucking logo on my new Pete. Because I love the thing. I don't think I'm switching back anytime soon to that hater, but I still have so many things to upgrade on the one I'm driving now. It's like it's not even funny. I got lights to put on it. I got paint job. I can't remember what else. Yeah, it's got plenty of work to do to it. Which we're probably going to be playing some of that tomorrow. I know I said something about maybe some construction sim this week. But, I think... Well, let me double check on that real quick. I think the event has started. Say I think it started today or yesterday. Just says it ends the 15th. If anyone knows, please tell me, because I kind of want to start that. Oh, this is live now right there. Yeah, okay. So that's probably what we're going to be working on tomorrow. For sure. College in Canada. Oh. So in Canada, does college football play like the Canadian style football, or do they play American style football? Because I know Canadian football and American football is different. Hello, Brett. How are you, man? Yeah, download the mod list you have in Discord. Yeah, that's what we use for now. we didn't have any crashing last week, so that's a positive sign. I'm pretty good, Brett. Thanks for asking. I gotta find me a. I don't know, because now that's considered an upgrade. I gotta find a Christmas skin for, bless you, for my 359. Bless you. Alright. A few more pallets here. If we have a odd number, I gotta buy no. I can't do an odd number. I gotta have an even number. Yes, I'm funny about that. 1, 2, 3. No, we have 6 more. This works out perfectly. Sweet baby Jesus. Stream may be a oh my god, look at that Ford sag. I don't even have a ton of weight on it yet. I guess it is all on the front end, isn't it? You okay, Ford? You look like you're having a hard time there. So we can put some weight on the rear. I definitely would like an Outcast trucking skin. I think that would be nice. I don't know about I don't know about skin. Outcast skin. I was thinking Christmas skin that someone's already made. Because not only do I stream tomorrow night, but I also have a snowball fight in Minecraft to participate in through Netrado. I don't know if I'm going to stream that or not. If I don't stream it, I'll definitely record it, but I don't know if I'm going to stream it. Maybe I should. I know they'll be streaming it. Alright. Logo. Oh god. You can do it, Ford. I believe in you. They can't do it. Who are we kidding? I need a pickup truck with more balls. Luckily, I don't have to go far. Low ride. We'll get there someday. Here we go. So I slightly figured out how to work LSPFR on GTA on PC. Well, it's gonna be broken again because they just had an update. I don't think they got it LSPFR working just yet with the most recent update. That's my biggest problem. That's why I don't really play LSPFR, because every time the game updates, you gotta wait like 2 weeks for them to update the Rage Hook plugin or whatever, just to play SPFR, and that gets really annoying. What's up, Sean? How you doing tonight, man? Ooh. Okay, how much did that... Something tells me nowhere near enough. Oh, not even halfway. Alright. Well, that gets us started. I think we're going to go ahead and take this back. Maybe we should get the Dodge for the heavy lifting. And install GTA. Well, you have to have GTA installed to work on LSPFR or play with LSPFR, I believe, right? Oh, great. Thanks for asking. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. And you, I'm pretty good. I can't complain. I felt like crap this morning. Not gonna lie. I got up and I got out of bed, man. It felt like I got hit by a damn Mack truck. I don't know what it was. My shoulders were sore. My back was sore. It just. What's up, Brandon? How are you, man? Have you ever tried Clone Hero? It's a community-made version of Guitar Hero. No, I haven't. That sounds interesting, though. Gotta upgrade storage. Oh, for your trucks? Yeah. I need to hire workers so I can make some money. Alright. I'll take this back over there. Yeah, my left shoulder. Yeah, mine's my right shoulder. I don't know why. This is gonna sound really odd, but I swear it's the truth. Ever since I broke out my Carhartt, for some reason, like ever since I started wearing my Carhartt, for some reason my right shoulder hurts. I don't know why that makes a difference, or if I've done something and it so happened to coincide with me wearing my Carhartt. Ever since I started wearing my Carhartt, it got cold. My right shoulder started hurting. Really weird, I know, but that's like a uber coincidence. That's what happened. What do I use? I use keyboard and mouse. I got stage. Oh, I upgraded storage on the PC. Yeah, oh man, I'm not looking forward to that. I think whenever I build my new PC, I'm just going to go straight. Like, I'm going to keep my hard drive I have, and then just go straight for like a 4 gig hard drive as well, just for games. Because oh my god, games are getting so massive. They're like 120 gigs standard now. It's crazy. You play on the new map, Ohio Richlands. I've played on it. I'm not currently playing on it, but it is a really, really nice map. Probably one of my favorites out for 22 so far. That's a heavy-duty truck. Not really. The 550 could barely pull a pallet or a trailer full of pallets. I like using the wheel for FS. I hate using my wheel for FS. I've tried, like, for 17, for 19, and 22, and for some reason, for 22, when I tried it, my gas pedal got stuck for some reason. Like, I was driving around that little, the what I call the S10 the in-game truck, and as soon as I let off the brakes, the thing just took off cruising, and it would not stop. And then for some reason, every single farming simulator game I've tried with my wheel, like my vehicle's fishtail, like the whole time, no matter like what I do, I barely tap the wheel, and the whole rear end comes around on me. It kind of reminds me of like driving my dad's old Bronco. That thing, I hate to drive that thing. Inhaled a little too much rich exhaust gas, so watching Suits. I don't understand how those correlate, but all right. Good for you, man. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be me tonight, unless PJ shows up later. Because Tyler said he's gonna be sleeping, because apparently he's taking a road trip tomorrow. I still don't believe him. I honestly don't. I think JT still got like the bubonic plague, and I guess Brandon's inhaling exhaust, so looks like it's just me. I use a controller, and the steering wheel can be annoying sometimes. Yeah, again, that's another one. I've tried using a controller. I don't like it. Like, even before I got my steering wheel, everybody's like, you should use a controller for farm sim and for ATS. It makes it so much better. I tried both. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. Maybe it's because I played, like, I didn't try using a controller until Farming Sim 17. And I played 11, 13, 15 with keyboard, so maybe that's why I can't get used to playing with a controller. That's the only thing I can think of. But I absolutely hate it, controller. I'll join Discord, but I don't know what to talk about. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. I'm just chatting with chat. That's weird. In 19, my TMX worked fine for me. What's the TMX? Is that your steering wheel? I have the Logitech G29. And it does not, like, every time I use it in Farm Sim, it just fishtails all over the place. I've fooled around with the settings. I did some settings that people suggested on, like, the Reddit subreddit and everything. Nope. It just fishtails all around the map. So I was like, I'll go back to my keyboard mouse. And people crap on me all the time because of the way I drive, but I literally use keyboard. It's because I can't drive. I can't drive with a steering wheel in this game. Do you use the 2017 F series that you did the mod review on? The 2016? I'm pretty sure I've done all of them all, but the 2016, yeah, that's what I have right there in front of us. I'm starting to notice some very big issues with the truck. It's a really nice truck. I think hands down, probably the best truck in Farm Sim, but I'm starting to notice some issues that makes it kind of unusable. To start off the stream, I had the F550 version, and I had a PJ trailer with a single layer of pallets on it. That sucker could not get over 8 miles per hour. And the regular bed, I don't know on the dually, but on the single rear wheel, it does not hook to a gooseneck. So Thrustmaster, gotcha. Yeah, all right. Those are nice. I kind of want to watch ATS's live stream to try to win one of those. Things look nice. And sell my wheel. You have to fix your dead zone. I did. I tried doing it through the Logitech hub thing, still nothing I did prevented that whole fishtailing issue. You did boot 2018 and 2017. I've done so many Fords. So many Fords. I still agree with that guy that commented on the one video with the old Ford that, you know, he'd much rather see classic Dodge, classic Chevy, classic GMC. I'm right there with him. I'd love to see some classic Chevys. And especially if we get like first gen Cummins that has the customability as like this truck over here, where you can get regular cab, extended cab. I don't know if they made, that's probably a question Brandon would know, if they made a crew cab in the first gen my mind just went blank. Dodge, there you go. I don't know if they made a crew cab in it. I've never personally seen one. I've seen extended cabs and I've seen regular cabs, but I've never seen a crew cab. They've had to have made one, what? Right? They had to. I'm about to dig out my diesel power magazines and see if I can find one. But yeah, that would be awesome to have first gen Cummins with that much customability. Customability, is that a word? Customizable features. There you go. That sounds better, right? I'd kill to have one for that. I'm not quite sure about a Chevy. Like, I don't know. I think I'd definitely rather have the first gen over Chevy, but yeah. I don't think we'll ever see super high quality mods, i.e. truck mods, until Giants allows people to charge money for mods. We have a ton of high quality mods. What are you talking about, man? A ton of them. A lot of there's a lot of really good, like that T800, the Ford, the most recent, the two Fords I've done. They're awesome. I don't support, mods at all, like paid mods at all, because I've seen like how the GTA community works, and what you're asking for by charging people for mods is you're asking for just absolute chaos. The only person I know that does it right, I'll say it, is the guy from Wood Meadow Farming. He does it right. They say you can't charge for mods, and he does. If you join his Patreon, you get early, like, beta access to mods. And a lot of people have since tried to hide behind that, like, oh, all my mods are in beta, none of them have been released yet. Wink, wink. The guy with the fire trucks is the most notorious one, and he can't even say that he pays for his mods, because a lot of those are pays for his models, because a lot of the models he's practically selling mods for were stolen models from Chief. So he's not he's making money off stealing other people's mods. That's not fair at all, and that's the real downfall of paid mods. You got people out there putting them for free, and people take them, switch something up, or convert them to a different game, and like, oh, look at what I did. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. But yeah, no, I don't agree with paid mods, but I do like how Wood Meadow Farming does it, because he does put out beta. You get early access to the mods and everything, and then after so long, after X amount of time period, he releases them on his website, which I think is to me the most fairest thing ever. He is getting paid for his time and the money he puts out for the models and everything, and still they're released to everyone eventually. So I like the way he does it, but everybody else that say, oh, my mods are in beta, they're not released yet, you're breaking the rules, you know it, and you're using that as a shield to protect yourself. But yeah, the GTA community, the paid mod GTA community is a freaking mess. There's so many leaking websites and everything. It's just absolutely crazy. Hello Stanley, how are you? I think I broke the sawmill, I can't sell anything. Well, that's awkward. Well, let's see, I didn't even know if this will reach. I hope it does. It does, sweet, alright. The sawmill. I don't see a sawmill, man. That's on you. Could you? I'm pretty good. Pretty good. I didn't like install mods on GTA. It was a pain. Yeah, if you do it, so if you do it in single player, it can be a living nightmare to do it. It's you have to do extra steps. That's why if you want to play mods, I highly recommend 5M, which, I mean, I guess you kind of can't really do anything other than just drive them around. But 5M, they're super easy to install. You copy the stuff over and hit start, whatever the resource name is, and poof, it works most of the time. If you have overlapping numbers, they tend to break, but you know, still cool. Hey Fifi, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good, Terry. How about yourself, sir? Ah, man. Is this me? Or my combine move? There you go, back the other way. How's your dad? He's getting better. He's home now. His birthday was on Wednesday, Tuesday, the 13th. The 13th was his birthday, and then they allowed him to go home. And he says he still has pain, like, so basically his leg was going numb, and he had a lot of pain in his leg, but also his leg always felt like it was asleep. And come to find out, it was blood clots that were clogging the stents that he had in his leg. So they ended up just pulling all the stents out. They tried to clear them, and they couldn't get them clear enough to increase the blood flow like they wanted to. So they pulled them all out and just gave him a whole new artery in his leg. And so he says he's got feeling back in his leg, and the pain is gone, other than from the incision. Like, the pain from the incision's there, of course, but the pain he was having is gone. And it's like, now it's just his back, which was the main issue he was having before the whole leg thing. So yeah, he's doing better. He's home, but he's still got freaking back of, I don't even know how to describe it. His back is just totally trashed. So, what's up, Skylar? How are you? What map is the Griffin, Indiana map? Griffin, Indiana 22. But I called him on his birthday, and called him around noon, and they delivered his food while he was there, and he was like, lunch already? And the nurse, I said, well, I mean, it is 12 o'clock, and he goes, no, it's 10 o'clock, and the nurse explained to him that something happened, and his clock was behind 2 hours. And I was like, oh, that's comforting. They can't even reset the clock. Yikes. He goes, nurse was in here poking around my incision and it hurt so bad I was in tears. I told her she had to stop. She said, alright, I'll be right back. I called the doctor. She come back with a needle and stuck it in his IV. He said, I didn't feel anything. I still don't. So, they put him on something good. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. I think we have... I think 7 is... Yeah. 7 soybeans, too. We got some harvesting to do today. How was your day today? My day was pretty good. Pretty good. Can't complain. A lot better than yesterday. Yesterday was just... It wasn't so much... Like, my day was just... It was miserable outside. All day long. It was cold. It was windy, it was rainy, it just sucked. Other than that, my day was good yesterday, but the weather was much nicer today. It was still a little bit windy, and it was a little bit chilly, but it was warmer than it has been. I'm very anti turning the heater on until we absolutely have to. It's already been cold enough that the other night I actually had to kick the heater on. I think this is the earliest I've turned the heater on in a few years. I usually wait till the last second until everybody's got, like, you know, icicles hanging from their nose to kick it on. But the other day I can't get warm. We gotta turn this heater on. Same. 50% full. See, if Tyler was harvesting this in his gigantic, enormous freaking combine, he'd probably been done already. Because the header on his combine is bigger than my whole combine combined. Feels like a dream when Doc gives you that stuff before you go under. No, he was awake. They gave him something where he didn't feel anything. I like this old combine though. It's nice. We need more old equipment. I feel like the Giant should do that. Like Giant, don't get me wrong, the mods are great and everything, but Giant should come up with a pack because they're always trying to put new. And I get they put out the stuff that they have the licensing to, and a lot of times companies want to use the newest and shiniest toys, but Giants should really try to get like some rights for a lot of the older equipment and put it out. I think that'd be cool. Just a big classic pack. Or classic DLC. Like, just give us a big DLC with, like, the Platinum Edition instead of just making it all old equipment. Which that one's on mod hub. This one? It's on... Or are you talking about, like, for console? Yeah, it's not on console. It's on... itch.io, I think it's called. That's a website I like. I put it out there. That website gives you the option to donate to the modders. So if you really like their work, you can give them like a $2 donation when you go to download the mods. I like that option. I wish more websites were like that. The Combine, I'm on PC. Yeah, it's on It's on itch.io, which it means it should be on modhub.us for sure. A lot of stuff makes it over there, but I like to link back to the itch.io site because, like I said, it gives you the option. If you really like the modders mods, then you can actually give them a donation. Which I think you, of course, you're always gonna get butt heads if you charge for mods, but if you do that like that, where you know, like you put like a tip jar, like if you like my mods, you know, consider donating. I think you'll get just as much people just willingly donating and not being a butthole with your mods. If that makes any sense. And you probably get bigger donations than if you say, "Oh, we're going to charge you, you know, $5 a month to have all my mods." I don't know. What do you think about King mods? I use modhub.us. That's the main go-to. itch.io for like your harder to find stuff, where people just exclusively upload over there. And every now and then I'll check out Mod Network, but that's pretty much where I'm at. If I can't find something I'm looking for, then I'll Google search it and use whatever site that pops up that doesn't look scammy, if that makes any sense. Like, ModHub is the most, like, the scammiest of websites I'll use, because they've gotten really bad with the advertisements, where they'll just do like the whole background is one gigantic advertisement, and then they'll just constantly reload the page so you can't move or anything, so you have to sit there and stare at the advertisement. So that's like as scammy as I'll get. But yeah, some of these sites are, I don't know, especially when you have to click download 50 times and have pop-ups galore just to download something. That's sketch, and I don't want any parts of it. So you just stick to ModHub and itch.io, Mod Network every now and then. Is King Mods the one that does like the list, like 5 auger wagons or something? There was one, I can't remember the name of it, that I found that would do like lists, so you can type in auger wagon and it'll give you like the top 5 auger wagons. That was a cool site. I don't know if it's still around or not. Like I said, I found it once and haven't really found it again. Mod Network, I download mods from. Yeah, Mod Network is a pretty good one. But they also have a lot of just random stuff tossed in. I mean, don't get me wrong, ModHub does too. But yeah, Mod Network has, like, they'll have the same mod listed like 5 times, and it's really weird. Where's your horse and cow? The tippers, if you're farming, are old school Feenix other. Yeah, that'd be cool to have. All right, if we ever get to the point where we can like use horses like Amish style farming, aka old time farming, then that'd be so cool. Like, we have horses, but we can't. We can just ride them around. Can you imagine if we get to the point where we can use horses to pull equipment? That'd be awesome. What do you mean you can? I have not heard of this. The mod is out there. What's it called? I have not heard of this. I think you're trolling me. I'm Googling it. I'm falling for it. I'm picking the horse I guess equipment. FS22. Plowing with horses. That's the thing. Okay. Alright. So, how do I... Let's farm some 2017. I feel like people would do one field with a horse and beg for a tractor back. Yeah, no, 100%. FS22 horse helper mod? Horse mods. Happy horses. I think I got trolled. I don't see anything that allows you... I think I got trolled. Alright, back to the farming. What trucks? You mean my semi-trucks? Those are the T800s from this week's Mod Spotlight, I believe. Tyler would never be able to do it. He would never do it. I feel like we should do, like, we can have like one farm, like with a couple small fields that strictly use the horses. That'd be awesome. So I guess my header's off because it's not picking any of that up. All right. When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. Hulk Hogan really sucks. Doesn't help to hide. Oh, is Tony plowing that? Please say he's plowing that. Oh, I don't know what he's doing. Rolling it, or is he cultivating? No. Means he can pick up some more rocks. You would have to be on a small map. Yeah. Yep. That's what I said. You can do like do this. Ooh, those are still kind of big. You could do like, that line's way off. Oh my god. I almost feel like I should start back at the other end. That line's so bad. But yeah, like you could do like 17, 18 strictly horse farms. I think that'd be cool. Alright, let's leave ourselves some room on this one, because that line was pretty bad. I thought for sure I was going straight, but I was not at all. Screw it. I'll just continue on. I was gonna try to, maybe I will even it up on this one for sure. I am a real American. Fight the rights of every man. Everybody ready for Christmas? My Christmas gift's coming early. It was supposed to be here till January, but it's supposed to be here on Monday now. Whoop whoop. Let me loop it around. Yeah. Cart and drivable farm animals on King Mod's page. Alright, let's look at this up. Cart and drivable farm animals. Oh, that thing doesn't work. That's the same when I download it. No, I don't think this is the same when I download it. Downloaded one that had the green trailer in it, and it did not work. Yeah, but that's still not plows. That's just a trailer. I want plows. I want all that. Hello, Feenix. Or what's up, Feenix? Not much, Ian. What's up with you, sir? Hello, Feenix, Cast Gems, and Tyler. It's just me right now, Chad. Tyler said he's gonna be sleeping because he's supposed to be going on a road trip tomorrow, which I call BS on. But we shall see. JT has the bubonic plague and is, I think, face palmed so hard when he read what Tyler had to say that he knocked himself out. And PJ's, I don't know if he's going to show up tonight or not. I can't remember. I think this might have been the weekend he said he wouldn't be around. Yeah, I think he said he wouldn't be here this weekend. Because I think it was him and Tyler both said they wouldn't be here on the same Saturday or something like that. So yeah, probably just me tonight, and more than likely just me tomorrow night because Tyler said he definitely won't be here. Again, I think PJ said he wouldn't be around this weekend, and again, JT, you know. They're about to put him in the Iron Lab. Works good on my map. Okay, yeah, but still not what I wanted. I want, like I said, I want to farm like Amish people do. Like I want to be able to take my horses that I have, like the in-game horses, and hook them up to a plow and plow a field. Hook them up to a baler and bale a field. Like the Amish do. Did you used to be part of? No, hell no, I didn't, Drews. I have want no parts of those ass hats. Pardon my French. Especially after the most recent thing that leaked out and some of the shit I was hearing them say. Nope. Every single one of them can go straight to hell. We're talking of plows and more coming soon. Nice. Then I would be interested if that's the case. They had one, I think it was for 2019. Like it had like a miniature horse that the horse actually like galloped and everything. Do those gallop like that, or do they just kind of like the 17 version where they just stand still and move around? Oh, a new leak? What's a new leak? There's a leak in the boat. They work just like the ones in the game. They jump and... Oh, really? Okay, well, I might have to check this one out. Thanks for the heads up, Ace, because that interests me. Because I don't know if y'all remember the ones... every single one of us had one, and then we kept all the horses at PJ's place. And we would just ride around in our horse and buggies. It was definitely 19. It had to be definitely 19. Matter of fact, before I forget about it, I'm going to go download that right now so I can play with it after. What was it called again? Cart and Drivable Farm Animals. Download. What in the world? Hazonlaz? Don't exit. We'll let that do its thing. The hard fart. That's the greatest typo ever. The hard fart is backing them in to the tippers. I use them for feeding and wood cut and so on. I don't think you've messed with horses in 22 yet. I haven't, no. The most I've done with horses is load them into the horse trailers just to test horse trailers out. That's about it. But yeah, no. We download that. You'll be able to strap chains to them and pull logs out. That'd be cool. Oh, I'm almost full. When I say I want it that way, tell me why. Let's go empty this. 99%. We are cutting it close. You should let the game use them. The cart, the grain. No. I'd have to upload it to the server and all that, and then not restarting the server just for that. Just like it probably won't make it in the server because I don't foresee it being used by anyone but me, and I try not to do that as much as possible. Them some nice looking trucks. Tequila. I think it's safe to say that we can go ahead and pull this one over there. Of course, there's a ditch on this side. They're fun. Everyone will use them. No, they won't. You don't know this crew. Clearly. I want to use all like older equipment, and Tyler goes out and buys an X9 with the biggest header that they've put out for mods. Totally missed that one. His header is longer than my entire combine. Like, he actually parked it next to me, and from the side he had both sides of his header were sticking out on either side of my combine. That's how long it is compared to what I'm using. So yeah, no Tyler, no Dewey, the slow mods. I've been trying to find the Bush Light combine. What? Bush Light.
Good evening.
Combine. Oh, hello.
How are we?
Oh, I don't think that'll make it on Tomato. Pretty good, pretty good. They are slow because clearly they don't hold as much as a tractor trailer, so you have to make multiple runs. They're not as fast as a tractor trailer, so you can slower. Nobody's gonna go for it. Was this not the weekend you weren't supposed to be here?
Weekend what?
So wasn't this the weekend you weren't supposed to be here?
No.
Huh. I thought you and Tyler both said you wouldn't be here this weekend.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to have a Christmas party.
With your favorite coworkers?
No, this was with some friends, but I got the dates mixed up. Turns out I already missed it.
Got the dates mixed up. Wink, wink.
Yeah. Exactly. I didn't really feel like going. Oh, I don't have any reason to not be around this weekend, I don't think.
I've been telling everybody it was just gonna be me tonight because I could have sworn this was the weekend. I know Tyler's not going to be here this weekend.
Right.
For the reason he gave me, I'm still calling bullshit on, but
agreed.
And JT, I don't even know if he's still alive or not. He's got like the bubonic plague.
Oh, that stinks.
Said he coughed so hard he cracked 2 ribs or something like that. I seen the U.S. flag combine, but I don't think the Bush Light one will make it.
No, what's unfortunate is I don't have like any plans, really, and my work, they don't let me roll over vacation time. So if I don't use all my vacation time, it just goes away at the end of the year. Hey, I was already planning on taking the last weekend, like between Christmas and New Year's off, and then I was looking at my balance like last week. And I was like, oh no, I still have like 5 days to take. So, took half day yesterday, took today off, have Monday and Tuesday off, and with absolutely no, and then I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday because I'm covering for one of my coworkers, and then I'm off the following week, and there's like absolutely no plan. I was just telling my wife how stupid it is that they don't let you roll it over. Because today I just sat around the house like twiddling my thumbs because it was kind of unplanned. Nothing to do.
I got this epic gaming setup and I got nothing to do.
Oh, I gamed. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, no, I know that, Ace. I showed that off in the video, I believe.
I had to justify it. I'm like, listen, to my wife, I was like, listen. It's not like we had a vacation planned or anything like this. This is just a random day off, and I don't like going out and running errands for the sake of it. So, like, yeah, I'm not going to be doing anything for the next 3 days. I'm just going to be sitting here.
Just do the dishes and wipe the counters, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I did something.
I'll keep up appearances, you know. But nothing more. Hi. Hey, Brandon.
Oh, now he shows up.
I was in the middle of an episode. Interesting TV show, just saying the least of it. That's all.
That's all.
Copy that.
You've probably seen some of the advertisements back in the day about it, so I don't really know what to tell you or show you about it, so.
Shit's been so hectic around here. My dad just got out. His birthday was on the 13th, and he got out of the hospital on his birthday. And I completely forgot that I had signed up for Knit Rado's doing a snowball fight in Minecraft tomorrow. I completely forgot I signed up for it, so I had to hurry up and get everything filled out for it because they kept sending me emails. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm playing catch up here, so yeah, I filled out the form. The only way I knew that I got accepted into it is my Twitter blew up. I had like 30 notifications. I'm like, what is this all about? And I open it, it's like such and such favorite or like the tweet you're tagged in. I was like, what did I get tagged in? Some spam shit? And open it was, oh, that's this weekend. Yikes.
Yeah, it's a big to-do.
I'm gonna suck at it, but the first, so the person with the most knockouts gets a i9 processor.
Oh shit!
Second place gets a $50 Amazon gift card, and third place gets a $25 gift card. I highly doubt I make it, not even close to like the top 5. But you know,
You never know.
crazier things have happened. If I can get an i9, that's a huge start for my build.
It's true. Yeah, it's like a pretty big component of it.
King Merc had some personal issues, and he's gone for probably good. I don't know. Hell, even like a $25 Amazon gift card would be nice. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know what I would buy for $25, but
Hey, you never know.
you always get some stuff off Amazon.
My credit card does like cash back, but it also you can like get points for Amazon. So I just use my credit card for everything, and
Yeah, no, you had
for
some
every
good
dollar
stuff.
I spend, you get like X amount of like points, which converts into dollars for Amazon. So it just ends up being like built in on your Amazon account.
Oh, that'd be epic.
Oh, it is. So that's where I fund like hobbies and stuff. So a lot of the like accessories and stuff that I get is because I just use the points from Amazon.
I need one of those. Just pay, pay with my gas for it. Just rack up the points.
Yeah, so it's specific. So it's one of the cash back ones, and you get like 3%. It's like 1% in general, and then like 3% at pharmacies and restaurants, and like 2% for gas and stuff. So anytime it's one of those things, I'm using it constantly.
Like, so like how many points do you get? Like, roughly, like, how many points do you get for like if you spend like $30 on gas, and then what points are like what was something you bought, and how many points was it?
I'll have to look into that.
You got me intrigued.
Yeah, I mean it's not like significant. Like if you want to rack up stuff like dollars for Amazon, you have to just like use this card for everything, and just like I pay my credit card bill like 2 or 3 times per month.
Damn.
Well, yeah, because I use it for everything, and then like if I get up in balance, then I just pay it down. So it's basically I use it like I don't know, it's essentially like a debit card. I'm not like rolling it over 30 days or so, because like my card would be maxed out. So
Good God.
I just like pay it down. Well, I mean, for everything that I spend on, I mean, might as well. So let's see. Right now in Amazon dollars, I have $68 with ultimate rewards, which is 8,500 points. So I'll figure. Now you got me curious. Now I gotta look.
Time to do the maths.
Because I didn't even know about this. I just got it for the cash back, because my old credit card had the cash back. That was awesome, because you could apply it towards your monthly statement bill.
Oh.
With the cash back. Yeah. So, and you can select certain things. So like if Panera, sometimes they'll have like a, hey, if you use the card at Panera, you'll get an extra like 5% back. But you have to like select those deals. Let me see. Here. I could probably just Google it. I'm going into my bank account like I know what I'm looking for here.
That was weak. That was so weak.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can also apply them towards... Oh, shit. How did I not know about all this stuff? I mean, I highly recommend this card. You can use your points towards Apple products. You can use them towards gift cards. Like,
my new phone's gonna be here Monday.
ooh.
Going from the 11 to 14 Pro.
Damn. Oh, depending on what stores you go to, you can get anywhere from 1 to 15 bonus points. One of them is Walmart. Anyways, let's see. Pay with points.
This big field.
Tell me more.
I could probably turn my hazards off now.
Alright, now I'm gonna go to Google, I guess.
I'm actually shocked. I thought you, like, when I asked the question, like, you would have it, the whole breakdown.
Nah. No, because it depends on... It gets complicated because the points that you earn are based off of the, like, percent cash back. So if I were to spend, like, $30 at a Walgreens or Rite Aid or something like that, I would get 3% of my purchase of, like, towards that, versus just general spending would be 1%, so it's not like a set number. Here we go.
Must be nice. Yeah, well,
Use points to redeem eligible purchases.
my phone plan, I get to pay on it.
Point is worth 1 cent, which means 100 points equals $1 in $1 in redemption value.
Anyway,
But that carries more weight based on the percentage.
yeah, no, my phone plan lets me pay on it
Well, if that's the
monthly,
case, I'm
so
getting
I can get.
screwed.
get
8,500 points.
I think it was like $200 off or something
I should have
for
$85
Black Friday, and then
67.
they charged me on my account each month to help pay off the phone.
Oh, anyways,
really
it
nice.
racks up pretty quickly.
Yeah, you can see that if you're using your card for everything.
Yeah. So in like,
How much does the card cost you,
another month or
Ace?
two, I'll probably have like, I don't know, over $100 just in free Amazon stuff. So it's not bad.
Not bad at all. I need
Not
one
bad.
of those.
It's the you don't. It's not like an elite. It's the Chase Freedom Unlimited card.
Mm. I applied for a Chase card and got denied.
And I applied for this one after Bank of America just randomly shut down both of my credit cards for absolutely no reason. So my credit tanked. And I was like, "Oh, I need to have a credit card, but I have no credit." And still had the closed accounts on my record, and I applied for this one and got it. Granted, it was like a
$35. That's how much I pay for mine.
$1,000
each month.
but
Because I think my phone's $20 a month, and then my service is $15 a month. So
you just gotta grind, and then like once a month I request a credit card, or like a credit line increase. So
yeah,
hey, can't hurt to ask.
well, mine. I got two right now. The one bugs the living shit out of me, so I'm pay it off, and I'm canceling that one out. They get really goddamn annoying. And then the one I've had the longest, they're always increasing. Like I got like 3 increases last year on my balance. So I'm like, or my credit line. I'm like, ooh. So keep them around.
Well, my
Then
advice to you, coming
my-
from the
Well, my credit's going to take a huge hit because my car will be paid off next year.
well,
So-
it's not only that, so it'll be paid off, but it'll just have a zero balance, which is fine because what they look at is like your available credit. That's what determines your credit score. But if you close the card, that's when you take a huge hit,
Yeah.
and that takes like a year or two to come back from.
They're so goddamn annoying.
So what you can do is leave it at like, I don't know, whatever your limit is, leave it at like, I don't know, $100, and just pay the minimum, but just leave it open for as long as possible.
Yeah, but see, the problem is they charge me, I think it's like $89 a year for that
Annual
one.
fee.
Yeah. My other one, the one I've had the longest, it doesn't have one. But the one
What's your
bugs the
interest?
living hell out of me. Ugh.
Yep. I had that. I had the. I got it for a specific purpose, and then I got like the. What was it? The Bank of America.
Yeah, but
Travel credit card. It's so annoying to use.
if you have Xfinity around
can't just,
you,
like,
you check that
Pay for
out.
stuff up front.
It's like $15 for you
With
get
it.
unlimited talk, text,
It's
and
like
a
in
gig
order
of
to
data.
redeem
And then they have
points on
free
it, you have
phones
to
where you
spend-
can get
you
a
have to
phone,
use
like
that
a decent
card
phone for free.
things related to travel, and then you get points for travel. It's like, well, that seems stupid. Like, I want to spend regular money on regular things and have it go towards travel, not just travel things. But there's like a big sign-on like bonus thing. It was like 20,000 points or whatever, and those points alone, I just got like a free trip down to Talladega. And then I was never able to use it again for anything travel related.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to travel. I don't travel that enough to Like, the only thing I would get benefit from would be gas, which pissed me off. We're talking about points. It pissed me off. Roll Farms, it's a gas station here, has amazing fried chicken. And they used to, so they have a card. If you swipe it every time you pay for your gas, you get points. Well, they stopped counting the money you spend from gas. Because I used to always, like, I'd get like free 8-piece all the time with just by putting gas in my freaking car. Now they took that away. I never get anything free anymore. Pisses me off. I was on my way to you.
I'm here.
I got the government phone. You got the bummer phone. So wait, if you got you get the phone, why are you paying $35 for a card each month? That should be free. Watch that the Texas Killing Fields docuseries.
Yeah,
It's actually pretty good. I mean,
it's so the end is frustrating.
Yeah. That's crazy though. Like, how you gonna find the one body and not find another one? What he said was like 50 yards away.
Yeah, well, there ended up being like 5 of them, all in close proximity.
All within 100 yards of each other.
Yeah, and like they dug up the whole place eventually. It's like, well, but they didn't really have the technology, and they didn't really seem to have like the care, I guess. Like they just didn't really seem to care that much. They're like, oh, that's kind of weird. Like, another missing person. Well,
what? She was using the same payphone as the other girl that's missing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a coincidence.
Yeah.
That's not related at all. I don't know what this fool talking about here.
Yeah.
Oh, she probably just run away like that other girl that used the payphone.
Yeah. Well, not to mention, it's just like, I don't know. I know Texas is a big state, but like here, if there's someone of that age missing, like it's a big deal, and everyone knows about it.
Yeah. You don't. Like,
And then it's just like, and then 1 month later, like someone of a similar description goes missing as well in like the same 100-mile radius, and then a third person. Like, people would kind of be a little bit more suspicious than they were. I mean, 2 things you have to factor in. One, this was in like what, the 80s.
the first few were in the 70s. And then it went all the way up to the 90s where people were missing. Different people though, different killers.
Allegedly, I mean, the
ones that were all found in the same field, I'd say it's the same guy, but
yeah, but he didn't admit to all of them, which is
well, no, because they never found out who.
Oh, okay. I wasn't gonna say that in case someone was gonna watch it.
Oh.
But yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, that's the most frustrating part about it. Is like when I watch these like serial killer docuseries and stuff like that. Like, I need to have a conclusion to this, not just like, and they were never found to this day. It's like, well, then why are you showing me this?
Because
like, I want to know. Yeah, it's like I want to know I'm waiting for. I mean, it's still early on, but I can't wait for whatever docu-series about this. I know it's terrible because it's still ongoing, but the whole
Speak.
thing going on with the college kids.
The 3 or 4?
4.
Okay, it was 4. I couldn't remember. Yeah, that's
What I
very
missed.
weird.
Like,
How could that even be possible without someone being alerted first, or even trying?
I don't know.
What happened?
I like Keller explain.
It was the
Do you remember the school? A chance?
was it Boise or Boise State? No, University of Idaho.
I know that's right.
There's 4 college kids got stabbed to death
In the
their
dorm room.
No, it was an off-campus house.
Well,
I thought
in
that
the
was
room.
explaining. I thought that was explaining it.
It took too long.
I wanted to get all my facts right before telling the story. I wanted to make sure I had the school right and everything like
Alright,
that.
Buck Boy, let's go.
Well, Paul
Alright, so-
Brand's throwing in random misinformation. It was in the dorm room. No, it wasn't.
No, it was an off-campus house. There was 6 people that lived there. It was kind of known as a party house. And it was 3 floors. And there's 2 people on each floor. And I guess everyone went out Saturday night. Sunday morning, 4 of the 6 were stabbed to death in their beds.
What?
Yep. The other 2, the 2 that were living on the first floor, had no clue anything had happened at all. And they don't have any leads. The only lead that they have, and this happened like almost a month ago, and the only lead they have right now is on like maybe a car that was in the area, but they've got nothing. And it's really bizarre to the point that it's like something's not really adding up. But they've already cleared the 2 students that were living on the first floor. Yeah.
Because I only heard about it's basically turned into a cold case, but I never heard anything after that.
No, it's not a cold case.
I mean, unless they can't find anything.
They said it was. I was reading the other day a report that came out that the crime scene was so bloody that there was blood like spilling out from the first floor down the wall of the foundation
Jesus
on
Christ.
the outside of the house. Yeah, 4 people stabbed to death. I mean, brutally.
How did they
And
clear
it's one of those ones-
the 2 so quick? Because it's
So the way that it worked, the way that their house is set up, is that there's a first floor, but it's like an exposed basement because the house is kind of on a hill. So the first floor has like a walk-in basement, which is used as one entrance, and then the second floor has an entrance in the backyard, which is a sliding glass door. And whoever entered the home came in through the second floor entrance.
yeah,
So
unless
theoretically,
they
it's
were
a
like
myth.
just drugged and
Well, you could
didn't
be,
make
like,
a
absolutely
sound. How do you
hammered-
not hear
hammered
someone
passed
scream?
out. I mean, you could be like hammered, passed out,
Yeah,
blackout, dead to the world. Which, I mean, as a college student on a Saturday night, I could tell you that there'd be a pretty good chance that would be me.
yeah, but if someone is stabbing someone the floor above you,
How would you know, though? Maybe they didn't stream.
that's what I'm saying. How do they not scream? These people had to be like,
Well, that's
I
not
mean,
where
if you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing.
that's not where
if
the
they
suspicion comes in.
brutally stabbed them, like if it
So-
was that bad, there had to be some sort of screaming.
So if that's not where the suspicion is of like that they were the ones that stabbed him. Where the suspicious part is that in the morning they went upstairs and they just like couldn't wake their friends up. And when they couldn't wake their friends up, they called another friend to come over. And then that friend
Yeah, no, that's sus as hell.
put 2 and 2 together, and then like called 911, and then I guess passed out in the driveway from shock. And so the 911 call wasn't for the murders; it was for like someone passed out in the driveway, like for a welfare check. Was the 911 call on the person who ran out into the road and passed out? That was the person who they called to come in.
So actually, before
What?
that
Try
got
to get
killed,
these
was
people
actually
up.
never actually
How
called in.
do they not notice the blood? There was so much
see,
blood.
that's where
How?
it's a little suspicious.
That just sus, if you just ask me. There's
Welcome back, Sean.
Yeah.
no matter
so
if it's
Yeah,
that's-
no.
guilty or not guilty, it's
Listen,
just
I-
sus.
I watch all the. I've been keeping track of all like the TikTokers that are trying to do like their investigative work and stuff, and they're putting all these things together. They're like, well, this is what they're not looking at. And believe it or not, like the FBI and all that stuff, they are actually watching the TikToks and stuff too.
But so again, they had to be incredibly like hungover or drugged or something if it was as bloody as you described it, and they're not waking up, like they can't wake up. Like obviously me, I would notice the blood and be like, oh shit, I wouldn't even touch them. Or
I
even
mean, if
like
they were in their bedrooms, the
But
door,
the-
if they shut the door, I mean,
what? No, Brandon. It doesn't. I don't care how. Like if someone stabbed someone in my family upstairs, I'd hear it. Like I'd hear them screaming with all the doors closed. There is no way they screamed and they didn't hear it. But I'm talking about the fact that what he just said, that when they wake up in the morning and there's there's so much blood that's spilling to the outside, and they're like, oh well, our friends won't wake up, let me call somebody that's not 911 to see if they can figure out how to get them up. And then the friend puts the pieces together, runs out, faints, and they're still like, oh well, we better call 911 for him, not the bloody people upstairs.
Yeah, because I don't think the 911 call came from either of the roommates, and that was even for the welfare check. I think it was from like one of the people that they called to come over.
Oh.
No, I mean, I've been I can tell you from personal experience that both of those situations, kind of, like I'd say while the stabbings were happening, I can kind of buy that they didn't hear it. I can buy that. Makes sense to me. I don't justify, like, I can't get behind the fact that they didn't know what had happened when they went into the rooms in the morning. That one doesn't really make sense. I mean, and I've been like still drunk / getting to hungover to the point where like I'm barely in reality the next morning. But I think even in my
Still, if you saw blood
Even in my
seeping
worst
out of the bedroom, you're gonna be like, well.
well, I mean, there's blood everywhere, like on the walls, on the ceiling, on the sheets, on the floor, like everywhere. I mean, that's 2 people, and it was in 2 rooms, because there's a boyfriend and girlfriend on one floor in the same room, and then the second floor, I think it was 2 people in the same room. So you have, in one room, 2 full body amounts of blood everywhere. I think
And
like,
today's
even
day and
Helen
age,
Keller would be able to figure that out.
yeah, no kidding. And today's day and age, how's that happen? Well, it's off campus, but still, it's got to be somewhere near the campus, which means there's got to be some sort of security cameras or something that had to catch, unless this person's like super.
It's a residential neighborhood,
Yeah.
and it's like it was known as a party house, so it wasn't unusual for loud noises to be coming from the house
Yeah.
on a weekend night.
I understand that, but I'm talking about like got to be some sort of footage somewhere of this person.
The only footage that they caught of the car was a gas station, like an hour after the murders took place, based on a description of a vehicle that one of the neighbors had given to police. And that's the only lead they have. So it's wild. Like, at first they were saying that there's no danger to the public and that this was an isolated incident, and then they backtracked on that and they're like, well, we're not so sure about that. But like, I don't know, whoever did this, like, very calculated. They must have been,
they had to know.
They must have known the area. They must have known, like, where there are cameras, where there aren't cameras.
Guarantee
like,
they've been to that house before for a party.
Yeah, and
they scoped it out. They knew the layout.
Well, here's the thing: I mean, they left no physical, like, DNA or anything. So, like,
well, if it's a party house known for, college kids partying, there's gonna be DNA all over the place.
Yeah. Yep. So they have a, like, vehicle model and color, but it comes back to 22,000 registrations in the state. So they're going through those. But this is going to be, like, when this, whatever happens, I don't know what the result of this is going to be, but when this comes out as a docuseries, oh boy, am I going to watch it. Because this is one of the better ones of our time. Not better, like, but, I mean, one of the more curious ones of our time.
It makes my brain hurt.
Yeah, I mean, if you get a couple minutes, you should kind of look into it a little bit. And once you get all the facts and stuff, stay up to date on it, because there's new stuff coming out every day.
I hadn't heard about this at all, which is crazy because
it's like national news. It's a big deal.
I get, like, true crime TikToks all the time. I got so many, I got sick of hearing about the whole Kylie Rodney case, where that girl went missing after that party in the woods. Did you not hear about that?
I don't know that one, no.
So there was a girl that her and her friends went to a party in the woods, and, like, her friends just kind of ditched her at the party, and she ended up going missing, and, like, the friends were acting, like, really suspicious, like, really, like, the one kid was like, oh, I was never there, and they got pictures of him standing next to the girl at the party. I wasn't there. And then they ended up finding her. So, like, the whole Adventures with Purpose YouTube channel, which has come in hot water since then, they showed up, and they got a list from the police, the whole task force, on where they've searched the waters around the area and where they haven't, and they just quickly went and checked this one area that was listed on the list of places that had been searched, and they found their car in, like, 30 minutes. It was, and she was in the car.
Oh.
But, like,
well, that doesn't sound that exciting.
One of like, these true crime idiots. When I say idiots, I mean, like, just definitely just doing it for fame. Like, they want attention. She took her kayak out there and she doctored the footage. So like when like you could clearly tell when she was saying she was coming out of the water, her boat was in the same exact place where it was when she said she was going in the water.
Yeah.
So she used the footage from before she went in the water at the end, and the times didn't match up and all this other stuff. And she's like, "Oh, I didn't see anything." Meanwhile, she's kayaking right over top of the car, and it's like, "Oh, I didn't see anything. It wasn't there." And these guys show up in 30 minutes, like, yeah, the car's right here." Not to mention, like in the video, she's like, she was right there, and the country rapper Upchurch, he's the one that pointed all this out. He's like, how'd you know she was right there when, like, she's like in the direction where this car is at, where the body's at, where before anyone found her, this girl was like, oh, she was right there, points her camera at the exact location where she was found, like 3 days before the car was found. He's like, wait, how'd you know that before the car was even found?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. It was crazy. But yeah, it was really suspicious that they had these adventures with purpose. People show up and like, all right, where have you searched and where haven't you searched? And the police is like, oh, well, we searched all this area, so you don't waste your time searching there. And then 30 minutes later, they find the car where the police have already searched at. It's like, ooh. And then it comes out that the leader of that whole group R-word his sister when they were kids.
Oh.
So now he's in hot water. So not the greatest of channels to be following.
Yeah, no kidding. Shoot. What's cruise control again?
3.
Yeah, it's good for week 3. All right, back to. Did you see the other one on Netflix? The one about the girl from Canada that stayed in the hotel in LA and then went missing.
Oh, the one that they found in the water tank?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. I remember when that happened. Like I
was going to ask if you'd seen that one because I had never heard about it or anything like that. So
What?
I was I never heard about it when it happened. And so I was watching this episode by episode and I was just blown away at the end. I was like, "Oh, wasn't expecting that."
I can't remember. Did they go into like the history of the place?
Yeah.
Like how the Night Stalker stayed there and everything?
Yep.
Okay, because I first found out about it. Well, I remember like when it was in the news and watching the footage where she looks like she's talking to somebody outside the elevator. I was like,
yeah.
That's a bit suspicious. And then I remember when they said they found her, but majority of my information before I watched that documentary was Ghost Adventures did like this whole thing on it, and they, of course, they dramatized it like, oh my god, I'm standing right where the Night Stalker used to sleep. But like they gave a lot of information about the building, and I was like, good lord.
Mm-hmm.
Still think the craziest one was I think it was the first or second episode of the Unsolved Mysteries, where the guy, like, they say he jumped off the roof of that hotel, and they couldn't find him, and like he was inside the conference area, like the unused part of the hotel the whole time, because he fell through the roof. But yeah, there's a bunch of them. Like one of them, the unsolved mysteries happened right here in Delaware. Like he's found in a landfill here in Delaware. Never heard about it.
See, I don't like the unsolved mysteries. Not just the show, but in general. Like,
well, see,
I want to know who done it.
Yeah, I get that.
Don't you want to know who done it?
I like watching them and kind of like piecing it together, like doing my I'm watching this documentary, time to be a sleuth.
Yeah, but here's the thing is that but the documentaries are always like they're not biased, but I mean they're up to the like producer and editor's discretion as to what gets included and what doesn't. So like you're never getting the full story.
Yeah.
No matter what. So I find it to be frustrating if I had all of the evidence in front of me. Like that's what they should actually that does exist, I think.
Yeah, I think Unsolved Mysteries, one that's on Netflix, has a like they flash a QR code at the end where you can go and pull up all the information on it.
No. I was gonna say, I believe there's like a box that's like a monthly subscription box.
Oh yeah.
It's actual cold cases, and they give you all the information, and you can like piece through it. If that doesn't exist, that is. No,
that's a thing. I don't know if it's actual cases or it's like
If it's
made up
cases,
be,
and that would be awesome.
But yeah, there's a because the one guy I watched that talks about the true crime stuff. He was in that documentary on the hotel one. He's nerdy looking guy with glasses. I can't remember his channel name, but I watch his channel. Like his videos always pop up. I think I've watched every single one of his videos. He talks about the crime stuff, and that's a lot of stuff I've heard about before it even gets to the documentary on Netflix because of him. Like the whole Watcher thing. He did a video on that before it even became a Netflix series. But he does a really good job of explaining everything and presenting everything, and he got hooked up with the box that did that. I can't remember the name of the box either, but every month they send you a box with a case that you have to try to solve.
Yeah.
Which is I was like, I tried to talk my wife into it. She's like, that's like $15 a month. She's like, we'd have to like cancel Netflix for it. I mean, okay.
Well, maybe for a month.
Yeah.
And the time that you spend watching Netflix, do that. I think that'd be really cool if it was actual cold cases.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. But I feel like even if it was a cold case, you wouldn't get all the information anyway, because a lot of stuff they can't give all the details out.
That's true.
It's still an ongoing case.
Have like random people. Imagine just being like one of the like relatives.
So Steve, welcome back, Cody.
You want to interview again, and you just like call them up. Imagine how many phone calls they're getting per month.
Hey, is this John Benet Ramsey's dad? Yeah.
Hi, Casey Anthony.
Oh, they did her dirty. Well, she deserves it. Let me put that there. But they were amping up this documentary of hers on Peacock.
Oh yeah.
And people just blasted like, oh, she's really upset about her daughter in this documentary, but meanwhile she's dancing at a Steel Panther concert.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's Friday. I'm doing great. That's good to hear. It's shocking to me that like how close we came to not having a East Coast, and how unknown the whole 3 Mile Island incident is for people.
Yeah.
Like, I heard about it when I was a kid, because from Viva La Bam, he talked about it and immediately piqued my interest, so I watched it, or watched information about it. But my wife had no clue about it. Brandon had no clue about it, and he lives in the damn state it happened in. I feel like that should be, like, taught in school.
Yeah. My brother's a big history buff, so I knew about that. Like,
No, see, that's me. I'm not
probably younger than I should know about it.
Well, I was a huge Bam Margera fan when I was a teenager, so he was like, we're staying on an island right next to 3 Mile Island. And I was like, what the hell is 3 Mile Island? So I Googled it. I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm. It's like almost Chernobyl.
Yeah, well, even worse than Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Like, they go in the documentary on Netflix, they go into, like, detail about it. Like, if they would have lifted the head off with the crane, and that crane failed, we wouldn't be living in the East Coast right now.
Nope.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that, Cody. Jesus, I used to have to lift those things for a living. All right, I know all about how sucked they are to carry. I'm pretty sure they're lighter now than back then too, so that's a plus. And there's oblong boxes that, like, when you try to turn corners, it's like damn near impossible. Was it? Yeah, it was that Texas Killing Fields documentary where they talked about how they took the DNA and they sent it to the like these like 23andMe sites.
Yeah.
And to see if they had any relatives. And I remember when we were down in Tennessee, something popped up where John Benet Ramsey's dad was trying to get the police department to release the DNA so he could do the same. The DNA they found on, what was it, her underwear or whatever. And he was getting, like, they were giving him a hard time about getting the DNA to test it.
Yeah, I mean,
they wouldn't send it off.
Sounds like a good excuse to me.
I don't know. It was the police that weren't released. Like, the police didn't believe in the process or something like that. Because apparently it's still, like, relatively new. Like, even in the documentary, I think they talked about how the police department down in Texas didn't really want to fool with it.
They've used it in a lot of crimes and stuff, which is why, like, I will never submit any of my info to 23andMe. Like, not like I'm gonna be accused of a crime like that, but it's like, just because you don't have any fingerprints or DNA on file with the police doesn't mean they can't get it.
Yeah, I'm never going to commit a crime like that, so I did it because I wanted to know more about my family. Because I got family historians on both sides that clearly know nothing. Because
conflicting info.
Yeah, so my dad's sister is into the genealogy stuff and claimed that we were like 50% Native American. Like, she had it narrowed down to the tribe and everything. And I took the test, and I have like 0.02% Native American blood. I showed my dad. I was like, I don't think we're as Native American as she thinks we are. Now, my mom's side of the family, which boggled my mind because I'll put it this way: my cousin is so dark that his name on like AIM back in the day was not a Mexican, and because he's even my uncle and my aunt, all of my uncles and my aunt. My mom is like the lightest skinned of them all, and they're all relatively like darker skin. Like you would look at them like, oh yeah, they got Native American blood, but don't have any. I'm mainly German and Scottish and Irish. Excuse me. But the closest family member that's popped up, because they have the thing where if they find a family member, like you can turn it on to, get connected. And the closest I found was a second cousin that lives in the U.S.
Okay, that's pretty close.
Yeah, it's pretty close. That's only one of them, one second cousin. The rest of them are like fifth and sixth cousins. I think I've gone all the way up to like eighth cousin or something like that. But what was the wildest thing happened? We go to the library like on a weekly basis because my wife reads a lot, so we go there. And there's one woman that worked there, and never knew it, but she I don't know what that would. She's my cousin's daughter. I don't know what that would make her my second cousin.
Yeah,
but I never knew who it was, and then we went to that ghost hunting event.
I'm full.
And
where were we doing this?
That should go to the big silo. That is, I believe, you see if you look at your map, you see the giant cutout and field 8. Where it says, like, you click on it, it says GSI bend site dryer.
Yeah.
It's right on the other side of the tracks from where we're at. Can I tag it? If I tag it, do you see it?
I should.
Do you see that? Oh, it's the big silos right there. If you look off to your left, by the water tower, you see the big gray silos?
Oh, okay, those two?
Yeah.
Alright.
But we went to the ghost hunting event at the library, and the woman who was, like, she was the secretary at the police department for as long as I've been alive, she goes, "Oh, have you met your cousin?" "Who's my cousin?" And she's like, "Oh, and she points her out. She goes, that's Timmy's daughter." I was like, "What?"
What's Timmy? Yeah.
Oh, Timmy's my cousin.
Oh.
Or no, Stevie's daughter. Stevie and Timmy are brothers.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think the woman's high. She tried to convince me that she wasn't at the ballpark when my nephew used to play ball, because her son played ball with my nephew. They were on the same team. She tried to convince me that she'd never hung out at the baseball fields down there. But I knew her son's name. I'm like, "Woman, you okay?"
That's a bit odd.
Like, I distinctively remember you hanging out at the ball games because your son played ball with my nephew. She's, nope, wasn't me. Sounds like a cover story.
Yeah. I don't buy that for a second.
was trying to walk around Walmart with a ton of shit in the way, balancing the darn thing in the regular cart. Not fun. Don't do that.
Do you want me to start harvesting? What's that? Corn in field 2?
Oh yeah, if you want. I have a. You can. Well, Tyler's got a combine, and I have a combine, bigger combine over.
Yeah, I'll find one.
Over by field 13, between 13 and 1, that area there's a cat combine, and then Tyler's got his over here by 3. I think we got enough silage so we don't have to chop that. We can just harvest it regularly.
Okay, if you say so. Oh, you got a class.
Yeah. It's the American cloth, which is cat colors.
What's better, that or the deer?
Probably the deer.
Alright.
I think it's got bigger capacity and everything. I don't know about what. I'm pretty sure he's got the biggest header there is, but I don't know.
Well, I don't want it to go past the width of the header, you know?
Oh no, yeah, no, they're all sizes. I'm talking about how big the header itself is. They're all normal. They're not extended out. That's something we haven't done since 19.
No, I'll try the claws.
Claws.
Yeah, why not? And then I'm just gonna need a trailer.
I got. There should be one at my farm. The jet trailer. If you want it, or you want to buy one, we got plenty of money. If you want to buy one of your own.
I thought I did. I could have sworn I did. Oh, no, I didn't. Alright, maybe I'll get one. Alright, what's the best one? So this jet hopper trailer?
It holds more. It's still it's realistic numbers. It holds more than the Tempty. The Wilson, I think the capacity's upped on it, so it's not realistic.
All right, let's be a little realistic here.
I just wonder where Jim Ross went. And turn on AEW. Yeah, he's on the AEW. He's been in AEW. That's one of the reasons why I started watching AEW, to be honest with you. It's because I heard Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross were two of the three commentators. So I was like, oh, sign me up. My favorite commentator from WCW and my favorite commentator from WWE. Sign me up.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know you were still here. Have a good night.
Are you doing construction sim tomorrow or ATS? I know you talked about it earlier, but
I think I might do some ATS because the event's going on.
what
So start working on the event, the Christmas event.
Oh, really? That's already live? Okay.
Yeah, started yesterday. I think they got. It's
what
a new
is it?
trailer too.
Pretty cool.
Let's
Like
see
lights
that.
up and everything. You gotta make 15 gift deliveries to cities, and then you
I'll
got
say it's
the normal Christmas event.
Okay.
But if you do it, you get a trailer skin, truck skin, like a neon truck skin.
All right. Well, you had me at neon.
I'll say it didn't take much for Chase after Neon, so.
But the trailer for this year, it's not the presents. It's a regular box trailer, and like the side of it lights up and it has lights all over it, like Christmas lights. Pretty neat.
Okay, good to know. I guess I'll see y'all sometime tomorrow. Later.
Okie dokie. I hate that he says laters. You know what the guy in 50 Shades of Grey said?
I never watched that, so I can't tell you.
Well, then. He didn't miss much. The hell is that plane? Although I must say JR has he's getting up there, and the whole Bell's palsy thing is really starting to get to where I don't know. I just don't enjoy his commentary as much anymore. Like, especially, he definitely has some slips where you can tell like he probably shouldn't have said that. Man.
So you don't want the straw swath on for this?
You shouldn't have straw.
Actually, yeah,
Corn
I guess.
doesn't.
Right. Yep. True.
He's dealt with that for so
Good
long.
call.
Yeah, I read his book. and he talked about it a lot, but like you can tell, like it's not the Bell's palsy that does it. He just makes some comments that are cringe, I guess you can say. Like, I grew up in the Attitude era, and he's saying stuff that even the king would be like, you probably shouldn't say that. And like he's even gone as far as to like to undermine some talent by some of the shit he says. I really like Excalibur though. Excalibur and Taz for me are the best commentating team in the business. Them two are hilarious. Of course, I always liked Taz. Taz, ever since he was doing the SmackDown commentary, I thought he was funny as hell. The other thing with JR is he can't get the names right sometimes, so he's like calling the guys that came from WWE by their WWE names, and like Jungle Boy, they eventually just changed his name to Jack. Like his real name is Jack Perry. He's Luke Perry's son, and JR kept calling him Jungle Jack, and then he just call him straight up Jack Perry. Was his ring name was Jungle Boy. That's what everything said, like Jungle Boy. So they just ended up changing his name just to Jack Perry because JR could not remember the name Jungle Boy to save his life. Taz cracks me up. I wasn't a fan of him as a wrestler, even though he went through some of the best hardcore matches. Yeah, no, he was. I liked him as a wrestler. I liked him as a wrestler, but I don't think he didn't stand out in WWE. Like, he was just, I don't know, and that could be very well, like, he was just bad creative, but Taz on commentary is gold. Absolute gold. Like, I don't get the hype around his son, like his son Hook. I don't get the hype around him at all. But yeah, no, Taz and Excalibur, I think it reminds me of like old school JR and the King. Just hilarious together. They got such good chemistry.
So my wife's coworker's boyfriend.
That's
Yeah. I know. Good way to start. Goes into where my wife works to get like allergy shots and stuff, and he was talking about gaming, and then my wife was like, "Oh yeah, you know, like PJ's games," and he got really excited about that and was asking about the games that I played and stuff. And she had mentioned Farming Sim, and he was like, "Oh my god!" So I've been wanting that game for so long. And I guess
an odd game to get hyped for.
Yeah, I know that. Well, that's what I was saying. So I was like, "All right,
Is it
interesting."
bad that I played Griffin so much
Go
I
on.
recognize it immediately?
So
by the
then my
thumbnail?
wife
Nope.
and her co-worker were like texting back and forth, but it was really like me and her boyfriend just kind of talking to each other through them, because he was asking about like what games I play and all this stuff. And so I asked what games he was, or like what games he plays, and he said that he plays like, was it Legends? League of Legends?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. This is
And then-
one of the ones I couldn't get into.
And Rune?
I don't know that one.
I don't know, but I was just like, okay, but Farming Simulator piques his interest? Because those are more like, I don't know, like fantasy-based games.
Yeah, like combat
Yeah.
fantasy games.
Yeah, and it's like, okay.
The farthest you can get from
But like
Farm Sim, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, okay, well, before this
Okay,
goes
guess
any
the
further,
field.
like, he needs to know that I strictly play on PC. So, what does he play on? So he does most of his gaming on the PlayStation platform, PSN, he said. But does have a PC, and those are the two games that he plays on PC. And I was like, oh, okay. But he really wants to get Farm Sim, and he was asking questions about it. He's like, oh, like, what, he's like, asked what my favorite crop was to farm. I was like, okay, and mind you, this conversation is going between my wife and her coworker. But it's me and the coworker's boyfriend talking. So I like had to explain it all. I was like, well, you know.
Your wife's like, I've never been more dry in my life.
Yeah. So I was. So she was laughing, and I was going to say, like, if you're interested in this game, don't let anyone make fun of you, okay? Because they're going to. Every time I talk about Farming Simulator, I get made fun of. And it's like, you know what? It's actually a good game. I'm sorry. The concept, yeah, I get it can be a little comical. Fine. But at first he asked if it was a hard game. I was like, what? So it's like the controls are super easy, but I think the only thing that if they're like just starting out, you just need to like do a YouTube tutorial on like how to do any kind of crop start to finish. But other than that, it's like using the same field and just going over it with different pieces of equipment, so it's not that hard. But I was like, I told him that I played on an Xbox for a long time, and then found you guys, And I was like, I joined a group pretty early on, and that made things a lot easier for the learning curve. And then when he asked about the crops, I was like, I don't know, I don't really harvest specific crops. I was like, again, I work with a group of people.
Tattoo artist plays Farm Sim?
So whatever they need done, I just do it.
That's actually pretty cool.
But I told him that if he does get Farm Sim and he gets it on his PC, to let me know.
Okay, Lord.
Yeah. Hey, I'm trying to recruit here.
I need a truck driver, damn it.
This guy is like, my wife was just explaining the games that I play, and like I don't know, she thinks all this stuff's ridiculous. Like with the steering wheel and the whole like cockpit thing that I have, and the flight sim stuff and the monitors and everything, and she thinks it's all stupid. But she was telling him, and he was just like beside himself about all of it. He's like, oh, that's so cool. She's like, yeah, he streams on Thursday nights. And she's like, he streams? I was like, you can't go around talking about that stuff. I don't, like, I quote unquote stream. But anyone can technically do that, so it's not a big deal. But it sounds like he really wants, he really wants to get involved with Farm Sim.
That's so odd.
I know. Considering I was sat there just perplexed for a couple of minutes because I didn't know either of those games that he had listed, so I looked them up. I was just like, this is like World of Warcraft meets like Destiny kind of games.
At least he didn't say like Genshin Impact.
Yeah, I don't know. So I was like, that's kind of weird. I don't know why you'd want to get involved
That's what I'm saying. Those two games.
with this. Like, I strictly, for the most part, I just play simulator games. And
But then again, I mean, I used to play like I played World of Warcraft. I'm not gonna lie, but
no,
I
but at
grew
the
up
time when it
playing
first
games
came out
like
in, like
zombie
2000.
games and sports games, and then one day I'm just like, this farming simulator game kind of hits different. So maybe he's just looking for
Yeah.
something different than the norm.
I mean, I played sports games, and then I played like Call of Duty and like a little bit, not too much.
See,
But then one day I just bought this game for 360, like Farming Sim 14. I was like, oh yeah, it's like, this is actually what I want to do. It's like, I can't believe they actually make games like this.
yeah, that's not gonna lie. I stumbled across Farming Simulator, Farming Sim 13, because somebody that I
That's what I started out with. I started out with 13, yeah.
yeah, someone I knew posted a picture of them in game with a truck. I was like, oh, that is so cool. I gotta have that. And that I've been playing it ever since.
Well, for me, that was like back in the day with like on console where there was no mods or anything like that, no cheat codes or anything. That's what
Oh,
you had.
I've always played it on PC, so I've always had mods. Spoiled.
Oh. I didn't start playing it on PC until I joined up with you guys.
It's a whole new world.
Yeah, I mean, for better or for worse. I don't know if you've been back to that guy's site. Oh no! That did the. Are you planning on doing any of the snow stuff again?
I mean, we could.
Because I kept all those mods. I actually have a separate game. But he's added some new things.
Oh yeah, I check his website daily, or
Oh, you do?
I'd say every couple of weeks because he posts
Yeah, he's
a lot of
added,
stuff.
added some new stuff, which looks pretty cool. The only thing they need to figure out is the like the actual snow. I feel like that could use some work.
Well, I mean, that's on their game side. That's not the modder side.
No, I know. But my wife and her coworker just like still can't wrap their heads around the fact that like grown ass men watch other grown ass men on YouTube play video games.
Yeah.
I was like, it is a huge market. Like, I can't explain to you why. I don't really understand myself, but I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, that's for sure. But as to why, I don't know. But she compares it to, like, she has little kids that come into her office and they're on like YouTube Kids watching like the unboxing of new toys and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I can't get the kids away from their iPad or their phone or whatever for a second. They're just enthralled by this. So it's got to be kind of like that, right? And it's like, yeah, yep.
Yeah, I could see that because I like to watch, like, especially before I get like the whole the one game I said something to you about that it's like $40 for. I don't think it's justified for being $40. That would be a great co-op game.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
Wait,
I'll
which
ever
one is that?
get them. The Devil Inside Me is the newest one, but there's like 4 different ones. It's like the Dark Chronicle series or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, because I added that to my wish list and I was on there the other day. I was like, the fuck is this? Yeah.
It looks like really like I watched a couple people play through it, and it
The
looks
horror
really
one.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll probably never play it because unless it goes on sale for like $10, then sure I'll pick it up. But $40, like they got through it in like 6 hours, like the whole game.
Oh, there's like Prison Break or not Prison Break. Escape from Prison, whatever one that we did.
Yeah.
We finished in like 5 hours.
Well, this one has. I don't remember that one had multiple outcomes, but this one actually, depending on your choices, has like a number of outcomes. Like you could replay it 20 times and get different outcomes each time, from what I was reading.
Okay. Well, I feel like I have to write down. Yeah. At that point, knowing me, I'd have to like write down every choice that I make, so that if we go back and play it another time, be like, oh, I did this last time. But I was trying to explain to her, I was like, also, like, a lot of people don't have, like, the, like, gaming PCs that are capable of running the types of games. Or just, like, the money to spend on the games and stuff. So, their option is to, the only option is to watch. I mean that's the sole reason, like the only reason at first that I bought a gaming PC was to play 5M, because I watched YouTube videos.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't like here lately. I don't really watch anyone who like solo plays anymore. Ooh, excuse me, hiccup. I watch a lot of group stuff.
Yeah,
Giggity.
well, it's more fun.
Yeah, giggity. But yeah, the group, like, I watch the group play
like,
Among Us and Minecraft, which I at this point have no desire to play either. But it's fun watching them play because it's hysterical.
Yeah. The only time I watch YouTube videos is if I'm interested in a game. I'll be like, oh, what is this game like? What does this game look like? What is the gameplay? Like, is it worth $30?
Yeah, that's another thing.
That's the only time I will
always watch
video on a game.
Like at least one video of a playthrough before I pull the trigger on something.
Yep.
Which I'm really, I'm a Rick and Morty fan.
Yeah, see the VR game?
The High on... Oh, yeah, they have that. Well, the creator of Rick and Morty put out a game called High on Life, which looks absolutely hysterical. And I'm really thinking about pulling the trigger on that. I've seen a lot of videos on it, especially TikToks, just funny moments in it. And I'm like, oh, I kind of want to play that.
Is it multiplayer?
I don't think so.
Yeah. See, that's where the problem... Like, they need to make every game coming out multiplayer. In my opinion.
No, I 100% agree with you. And this
like,
especially in 2022, it's like multiplayer gaming is what it's all about.
Yeah. I mean, there's a huge community of people that game with each other. You can't... Just like that. I think that's one of the big reasons I gave up so quickly on like lawn mowing simulator.
Yeah, I feel like that, especially simulator games, definitely benefit from having the multiplayer stuff.
Yeah, because even what they should have done is, like, ideally with lawn mowing simulator is like they have a map of all the properties. What you need to do is make it open world and make it multiplayer. You can work for the same company and split up jobs.
Yeah.
Or if it's a big property, you do the same job. And they haven't done that, and there's no plans on doing that. So it's
it's the same with Gold Rush. Like, Gold
exactly.
Rush would have been so much fun multiplayer.
I'm still waiting. I've been keeping an eye on that new one that's coming out, or that is out, but they're still updating it. I think it's like Gold Fever or something like that. So that's as close as you're gonna get, but it's not quite there yet. But they keep updating it like weekly. So when it gets to a point where I think it's good, I'll let you know. Because I have the game too.
If it's anywhere near as good as Gold Rush and it has multiplayer, it's gonna blow Gold Rush out of the water.
Yeah.
Because
so it's getting there, and I know for a fact, just like reading on the discussion boards and following all the updates and stuff, that's what their plan is. So they're trying to mimic Gold Rush, making it multiplayer without infringing on anything proprietary to the Gold Rush game. But they're using the exact same like models and stuff for equipment. So like they're doing it. It's just kind of a slow burn. So I'd give it another 6 months, and then that thing will be good to go.
Well, I feel like a lot of Gold Rush models are just generic 3D models they bought off the internet anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Remember when the snowman was poop? Oh, yeah. We've come a long way since then. Yeah, I definitely feel like if you're not making your game multiplayer, you're setting it up for failure.
Yep.
In this day and age, because that's what a lot of people like Call of Duty. It's like they've pretty much just abandoned their story mode for
which used to be like half. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I used to get those games for the story mode.
I'll say this much, like a lot of people hated on, I want to say it was Advanced Warfare or wherever one where the story mode took place in space. I never played multiplayer. It was $5 on the clearance rack at Walmart, so I bought it just to play the story mode because it had
like that.
I don't know which one it was. But it had Kit Harington, the guy from Game of Thrones, as the main bad guy. And I was like, for $5 and for Kit Harington, you know, I'll pay the $5 just to see what it's all about. And I actually really love the storyline. Hate the whole space like theme multiplayer stuff, but they did such a good job with the storyline. It was just like only like 4 hours long. I'm like,
yeah. They don't care because they came out with zombies, which was like awesome, and their multiplayer was good. But I don't see why companies like there's specific games. Like I feel like games like Firewatch and stuff like that, like that good single player game.
Yeah, when it's a game like where it's all just story driven, like they're like games like the Devil Inside Me where like you have multiple options and stuff like that. I feel like that is good multiplayer, like co-op sort of thing. But games like Firewatch where it's just like a straight line, it's telling a story. It's basically a walking simulator with a story.
Yep.
I feel like that's the only ones that can get away with single player. But games like Hogwarts Legacy, you mean to tell me there was not a market for a like modern day Harry Potter MMO
version? Yeah.
I mean, look at GTA before they did the GTA Online stuff. Look at the old online servers. Like they made GTA Online a thing.
Yep.
So many people were playing them.
Yep.
I don't see why, especially, I feel like Rockstar should have done more with GTA Online. Even like Red Dead Online, they had.
Yeah, they didn't do anything with Red Dead Online.
Yeah, because they were still getting so many people playing GTA that's where their primary focus was.
Yep.
But they just keep rehashing the same thing and putting it out. Like,
yeah,
give us like storyline missions in the game and stuff like that. They did that with Red Dead. Like, they flirted with that in Red Dead, where you had an actually storyline in multiplayer. Like, you did jobs and everything as a group, and it followed a storyline, which I liked. And then they just like, it was like, oh, that's 2 of the 4 guys you got to kill, and then they never put anything in with the other 2 guys. I was like, what the hell?
Right.
Even Sims 4's MP? Is that real?
Is it really?
Oh, that could be a live stream.
If that's hang on a second, because if that's a thing, that's gonna be purchased now, like right now. I swear.
You want to be roommates? Just bunk beds.
Wait, with the Sims 4 multiplayer mod, you can play the Sims 4 in real time over the network and live together with other players in the same household. There's no official Sims 4, but you can mod it in.
Oh.
Was that a problem? You love mods.
Jeez.
Like creamy jeans over that.
Well, it's worded weird. It says over the network. It makes it sound like you have to be like...
No, it's...
like LAN, or is it actually like online?
Discover more.
Ba 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 ba. I need to get a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm gonna do some research on this. That shit's cheap. Yeah, Tony, it's alright. So it's multiplayer, but the free version is just over LAN. If you have to subscribe to a Patreon account to get the online, like, cross-network version.
Lame.
Yeah. So, actually, my next question would be like, ¿Cuánto cuesta? Let's see if I can find that out. Oh, you can bypass that.
The Patreon?
Well, the LAN. Because you can either, like, enter router settings with, like, a port forward, or you can install a VPN to emulate LAN. That sounds complicated. So it says one player can enter the routing setters to, and there's a link here. It says port forward 7654. Let's see what that is. Start menu, type CMD, press enter, type IP config. Paste your default gateway into a web browser. Does that sound right? Does that sound like port forwarding? I don't know what that is, really.
So basically, port forwarding, I had to do it for like the 5M server and the breakfast server. I don't know exactly what it does, but it allows, like, it opens up the ports on your router to allow people to connect to it. So I'm guessing it works as in the same way, like when you, as if you were to connect like to a 5M server.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Here, I'm just going to send this to you. The frequently asked questions. I don't really understand that kind of lingo. Like, if it's free for free, then yeah.
Free 99. Well, I imagine you port forwarding, it would just be like
The same thing's to LAN.
Yeah, you just host just like 5M.
Yeah.
I would imagine again. I'm very just like entry level when it comes to like port forwarding and everything. I learned what I needed to know from Wreckfest, how that all worked, and then from there I evolved into the 5M world.
With the link I sent you, if you go to I'm not even going to try to find it again. I'll just send you port forward thing, and then you can let me know if that makes sense. Because if it's as easy as that, that would be something to consider, because then we could all make a house and turn it into like the real world house.
Oh, I can see that now.
Yeah, me too.
You'd have like you'd have like a room where you mute yourself in Discord and you just go and bitch about people.
Yep.
Fucking Feenix, man, never cleans his dishes. Sick and tired of this. I need the freaking steak knife, and he's dirty.
Yeah, I've cleaned his dishes for like a week straight, and he hasn't bathed. Clogs the toilet all the time.
Takes massive dukes and
just walks away. Doesn't even flush. I haven't seen him shower in like 2 weeks.
I wash my hands. That's all I need to get the hygiene up.
He doesn't have a job. He just claims to be the stay-at-home roommate.
I'm saving us money on maid service. I'll stay home and clean, and just never cleans.
Yeah. Dude, that could be fun.
Sims 4 MP. S4 MP. It's literally the. Looks like SAMP. The logo.
Yeah, it does.
San Andreas multiplayer.
Yeah.
Sims 4 and
Hey, we could be onto something.
Where did you find the information about port forwarding? Oh, is that a different link you sent?
Yeah, it was one of those under the frequently asked questions. That was a link.
Yeah, so the thing you sent after the S4MP
Yep.
is that's how you find your IP address so you can port forward it in your router.
So then whoever hosts it would just have to do that. It might be something to consider. I think I already have The Sims 4.
Isn't it free now?
Is it?
I think the base game is free now. Yeah, Sims 4 is free.
What?
Like the base game without any DLCs or anything is free.
Well, I definitely have The Sims 4 because I've streamed it.
Jesus Christ, you know how much it costs to get all the DLCs?
Oh, that's where they make their money.
$641.40. That's with all, like, most of them being on discount it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no, right here, free to play game.
What?
Yeah, I think it was a couple weeks back they made it free to play. Well, the game's how old? 2014. The game is 8 years old. Jesus.
Or back in the day, that was like one of my more popular streams.
Oh yeah, and
Ashley Starr.
yeah, Ashley was getting really into it.
Yeah, because she had the game and every single DLC.
Good
So-
God.
I know. Oh yeah, that's right. I made a mattress store.
That's exactly how it would be. I remember you bitching about your employees.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it would be in multiplayer.
I started out as turning it into like a trailer park, and the trailers were stores.
Oh yeah. Because you were like, what should we build? I was like, trailer park.
Well, no, I started out with the trailer park.
Oh, that's what we should do. We should play it and build a trailer park and just try to out redneck each other.
Oh, I like it. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we do multiplayer, like, then you can like buy a big lot, flatten it out, and then we can all just make our own double wide trailers. And then in the middle, just have like a common area.
Put a second story on my trailer. You son of a
You can't-
bitch. That's not. That's not up to code.
No, you can't do that.
Watch me. Just put a container on my roof so it falls through.
Oh. Alright, the more I talk about this, the more it sounds like a great idea.
All it took was redneck shit. Sign me up.
No, I mean, just the idea of a multiplayer Sims. Like, jeez. It's been a long time coming.
I feel like it would be difficult to like.
So the only issue that you have is traveling, because you can only travel together, from what I understand.
So I can't go off to Bella Goth's house in the middle of the night.
Right.
Get my freak on.
Now we'd all have to go and watch.
Don't mind me, just reading a book. You two keep woohooing.
But I mean, if it's free, then no one has an excuse.
I think you might if you bait the hook just right, you might get JT to jump on board with it, but I don't think Tyler will ever go for
What? Because you're not killing people.
it. Yeah, you can't be. Well, technically you can be a cop. Oh, we could all be detectives.
Yeah.
Solve the cases together.
Yeah, actually. Well, you need the DLC for that.
Oh. Damn.
So that's, well, I mean, that's your entry fee. I mean, the game's free to play, so you can't really complain about that. But yeah, it's like the career. I have it. It's like the careers DLC, where you can actually go to work and do the work.
Well, you couldn't, 3, because 3, it had the firefighter. That's why I always like 3, like, you could actually be a firefighter and respond to fires and stuff.
Yeah.
Hang out at the fire station.
Because I think I have it through EA, but let me check.
That's another thing. Does it have to be through, like, all through the same client?
What's EA's platform again?
Origin, I think?
Origin. Yeah, you're right. Because we just used it yesterday. Seriously?
So here's the question: would I have to port forward it on the computer I'm playing? Because the way 5M works is I can port forward it on the server PC and play from my PC. So would I have to port forward it through my PC, or could I port forward it through the server PC?
You should be able to do it because it's the same
And-
IP address, so you should be able to do it.
Well, the IP address is different. Each computer has like its own IP address. The end number changes. So, like, you could connect to the server PC, but you couldn't connect to my PC. If that makes any sense. And if I don't set it to the right one, like if I set the port forwarding to my PC and try to launch the server on the server PC, it wouldn't work. I'd have to set the IP address for the server PC in order to get the server to pop up. Because every time my power went out or they refreshed my internet, I'd have to go in there because the ports or the IP addresses change. It depends on which, like when your internet gets reset, it depends on which which device hooks to it first, and it goes in order. So if my PC is the first one to connect, it'd be 1, and then whatever comes next, 2, 3, and so on. So I would have to go in every time they reset my net. I'd have to go in and switch it to whatever number server PC was.
Hmm. Yeah. I'm not tech savvy enough to know the answer to that.
That's why I'm secure. I mean, I can do it either way.
My gut instinct tells me that you should be able to just use it through the spare computer, like, because it's the same IP address. So
yeah, but my thing is I just don't know how the manipulating it to be LAN works. If it just works as the same way as you were the host server, or what? That's why I'm confused. I'm gonna have to watch a video on it. I'm pretty sure there's a tutorial on YouTube somewhere.
yeah,
I know how to do the port forwarding. It's just going from there. What?
well, I don't have it on Steam, but I'm currently downloading it.
On Steam or Origin?
No, or I mean, it shouldn't make a difference, right?
You would think, but I don't know. These mods can be a bit wonky, so.
I know. Well,
Worst comes to worst, you can download it free on Steam.
Yeah, but I have extra content.
And that's the other thing. Am I going to have the same content you have to play?
Yes. Just have the same content. So I have 2 of the things. So I have the career one, and then I have the get famous one. So I can be like a professional musician. Or be like an actor, or something like that.
Get to work is, that's $20.
Mm-hmm.
That's barely 40. Jesus Christ. Get famous, that's $40.
The get famous one's $40.
No, they're both $40. Originally, they're 50% off right now for 20 each, so $40 total. That's the price of a new game.
Well, maybe that's why they switched it to free.
Yeah, because I was bitching, huh?
Because the brand new DLCs used to be $20.
Brand new DLCs used to be $20. Good lord!
Yeah, and
they doubled the price of them.
Well, yeah, because the game was $20, so makes sense. But if I can't carry this shit over, oh. Although I think there's a way to transfer the game from Origin over to Steam.
Well, you can you can add a non-Steam game into your Steam library.
Oh.
So you can, you just follow the file path, and it'll pop up on Steam. You just won't get achievements and stuff for it.
That's fine. I don't really care about achievements. How do you do that?
Go down to add a game, and there should be an option that says something like add a non-Steam game.
Yep.
And then you just kind of follow it. So I think you have to follow the
Right.
file path, find the file path to the exe, and then it should
Alright, hang on.
pop up in your thing.
fun with it. .exe would be.
Do you have the shortcut on your desktop?
Ooh, good question.
You should be able to right click on it and hit show location or something like that. So go to file folder or something like that. Can't remember what it is.
Oh, I can't do that because I have this window up. File location. Good call.
Oh, you got disconnected? Just disconnected out of the server.
Yeah, no, because I had to get
okay.
to a screen behind it, so. Oh, that's kind of lame. And didn't really add it to Steam.
You should be able to click play through Steam.
Oh yeah, I can play it through Steam and
Yeah.
just to connect it.
Like, yeah, no, Steam won't update it or anything. It's just, it adds it to your library.
Oh.
That's what I said. You don't get, like, achievements and updates. It just adds it. So if you have your Steam open, you can just click play. So you don't have to, like, search for it on your desktop or anything.
What's interesting is that The Sims 3 is $20.
It's got just as many DLCs to it, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, but when I go to download the game, it says it's already in my library. Interesting.
Since OG Xbox, dang. Ooh, quiet. Beep, 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 beep. Everyone, in chat, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Yeah, for all those watching, if you haven't already, click that like button. It really does help me out so very, very much, and I really do appreciate it so very, very much. Whoops. I can see that my night's gonna be spent working on this.
What's that?
I can see my night's gonna be spent working on this.
What, on the field?
No.
Or the port forwarding?
Yeah.
The Sims?
Well, not port forwarding, just downloading it and then getting it, trying it out. Like right now, I'm got everything pulled up, so when I stop streaming, I can start downloading.
Oh, the game's not that big. I don't think it's like 6 gigs, something like that, or 4 gigs. Let me check the folder.
20 says 20 gigabytes, which is actually kind of small for today's games.
24 gigs, but I have 2 DLC in there, so yeah, probably about 20 gig. I have this sinking suspicion that I'm gonna need the Steam version. But I spent money on those DLCs, so if I uninstall and get the Steam version, I'm gonna lose those.
Well, here's the thing: if you're gonna or you want to use that, you're gonna have to host it. You'd have to put it forward.
Well,
Cause that port forward is gonna be off what I have. I don't got $40 to spend on. Somebody's got to pay Santa, so I don't have $40 to spend on DLCs.
well, that's what I'm saying is, like, if we're gonna go just a stripped version, maybe I should uninstall what I have and get the free Steam version if everyone's gonna be playing off of that with no DLC.
Yeah, like I said, I'm down for it. You might be able to convince JT, but I highly doubt Tyler would. And pretty sure Brandon wouldn't even attempt it. Not my thing.
If it's free,
It's not my thing. That's gonna be his excuse.
it's free. It's free. Well, if it's just gonna be the two of us testing it out, maybe I should uninstall what I just installed and get the Steam version. That way there's no issues. Or potential issues. Because a 20 gig issue is not fun. Ah, I'm gonna lose everything though. That's fine. Oh, that kills me a little bit. Okay. Alright, now it's downloading, I think. Yeah, it is. Okay. Did you already download the mod?
No, I got it set up so as soon as I get done streaming, I can just click download and fiddle with it.
Alright.
Because if I do it now, it's gonna my internet, and then B, I'm gonna be sitting there fooling with it instead of farming.
Yeah. Alright. Because, like, the install of the mod's not easy either. From what I was reading, like, it's a little complicated.
Oh, good lord. S4MP tutorial. Damn, they just put everything behind a DLC, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Seasons, Parenthood.
Well, it was all DLC. All of that stuff was DLC to begin with.
Not in 3.
Just
I don't think 3. You could be a parent and all that.
The DLC didn't cost as much. But now, if everything's that expensive, yeah, Sims 4, everything. That's what Ashley Starr was giving me shit for it, because I could literally just, like, go to work and come back and design, like, basic parts of my house. She's like, oh, you need X, Y, and Z to do all this stuff.
Hmm.
Or then everything that she'd recommend, I would go look it up, and I was like, no, that's $20. Well, I'm not going to invest $500 into this game.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. I'll send you a screenshot of the install. There's more. Pretty complex. That's also assuming that you have it under that file path, which I don't, so that'll be interesting. Oh, I could have done it under Origin. Damn it. Ah. Well, whatever.
Jump the gun, Sonny!
I'll just switch over if you guys decide to get DLC. Sounds like a future PJ's problem.
What's the most recent DLC?
I don't know.
Go with probably the high school years expansion pack.
Ooh. That sounds terrible.
That's the one with the least amount of discount. Mostly negative.
Oh, the most recent one?
Yeah.
The everyday clutter kit.
I'm talking like major.
Oh yeah, high school.
That's just
High
like
school. Yeah. Werewolves game pack. My wedding stories. Cottage living. Dream home decorator. Oh, you get the paranormal stuff pack.
oh. We be paranormal investigators?
Light the candles and prepare the rituals to appease your ghostly new roommates.
Oh, that sounds dumb.
Spectral guests cause mischief and mayhem on haunted house lots, but Sims can perform a seance. Befriend Gidry the Ghost, become a paranormal investigator, and restore order. You got the Snowy Escape expansion pack. This is in order. Eco Lifestyle. Discovery University. Oh, that's the one that I wanted was the cats and dogs.
Yeah. Now I remember that being a DLC for 3. Because I really wanted a dog.
Yeah, cats and dogs. And then I have the one before that, the Get Famous one. And they get to work, and which I have, and then seasons, and then get together, city living, dine out, parenthood, vampires, island living, Strangerville. So, I don't know, you'd have to look at those and kind of put them in order as to what's most important. My guess would be like the careers one, and then it'd be a tie between the parenthood and the pets one. The parenthood one would just be for just for fun.
Are we going to co-parent?
Yeah, trailer park co-parent.
Monday through Wednesday, he's at your trailer.
Or just turn the trailer park into a daycare.
God.
Oh, it's done. Oh, my PC won't let me run it.
Sims 4 or the...
No, the... I went to open the app. And it said Windows protected your PC. Running this app might put your PC at risk. Oh, run it anyways.
Wow, that's weird because it's on CurseForge. And CurseForge is a pretty legit modding site.
Please update The Sims 4. I literally just downloaded it.
Does this actually work? A little short.
Ooh,
Bless you.
thank you. Goodness, I know.
You're allergic to the mod, but turn back now.
No, really.
Go tell your wife. I think I might be allergic to a Sims 4 mod. You just sit with me all day while I play Sims 4. Oh. Mistakes were made, mistakes were made, mistakes were made. I really need to clean up my yard here. It's kind of starting to look like Brandon's area. Alright, well, ladies and gents, I think that'll do it for me for tonight. So if you guys did like the stream, be sure to leave a like down below. It does help me out so very, very much, and I do appreciate it so very, very much. If you guys do want to see future live streams, including tomorrow night, which will more than likely be American Truck Simulator, so we can finish or start on our Christmas challenge, be sure to click that subscribe button. If you guys want to be notified whenever I do go live or upload a video, click that notification bell. As always, guys, thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.